What's up, guys? Not a whole lot going on tonight. I'm just gonna hang out and enjoy relaxing, playing a little Sunder. Just chilling. Nothing massive. If I do have the chat up, so everybody can say whatever, see, or I'll see whatever you guys are saying. So that's all good. Let's see, where's my gamepad here? Need that. That'd be good. How's everybody doing tonight? For those who happen to actually be here. So I'm playing Sundered tonight. It's a Metrovania, so it's basically an open world. You have to find your way through type of deal. Very similar to Metroid and Castlevania, which is why it's called a Metrovania. How's it going, people? Some people coming in. Somebody can let me know if the game audio is too loud compared to the microphone or anything. That'd be great. I'm running the same as yesterday, so it should be... I haven't changed the settings since yesterday. People still streaming in. Everybody having a good night tonight? Enjoying the weekend. Hopefully people don't have work this coming week, but some people do, so. Alright, that is locked. So that answers that question. Anybody here? Just throw something in the chat. Let me know that everybody can hear me at least. have returned. What's up? I don't know what's happening, but looks intense. Yeah, this game is actually pretty crazy. It gets pretty nuts. I haven't played. I only played for a few minutes besides what I was doing last night before I ended the stream last night, so I'm not really any farther, but it's definitely gotten harder. My God. I need some health elixirs. I need to find some. I have almost no life left. Oh, there's one. I could use a little bit more. What's a hat for tonight? Oh, am I just wearing... Oh, I'm just wearing an Adidas baseball cap. It's usually what I wear when I'm like hiking or something. Actually, no tea tonight. I'm just drinking water tonight. Just smoking some scraps from my own rolls. that is not good. I'm almost dead. Oops. I'm gonna need a health elixir or I am going to kick the bucket very soon. Alrighty, so I got this water going, and I don't know what to do. I am smoking my own fine blend. It's just made up of scraps from my fine blend. See if there's anywhere else I can go besides where I did go. I think that's really all I have for options at the moment. And that's where the aura is pointing me to go, so I guess that's where I need to go. You have no idea how I keep up with what all the stuff happening in the game. Yeah, it's quite a lot. Oh, crap. God dang it. No, stop. I have not played Super Metroid. I just played the first one, you know, the original one on NES. Back when I was, you know, a kid. I was, you know, 8 years old or whatever. Oh, jeez. Gotta collect the money. I'm collecting all the money I can because I need more power-ups. More money means more power-ups. crap. This is not going well. Ooh, almost dead, almost dead, almost dead. Almost dead. Oh, jeez. Oh. I don't know why, but you want to see me play Doom? Oh man. I haven't played a first-person shooter in so long. Shield, health, luck. What do I want? Increase max shield. That's probably a good way to go. Increase max shield by 5. Increase max shield by 20%. Shield downtime -1 second. That's actually probably good, but I don't have the money. Increase max shield. What other way can I go? Armor, energy regen, extra perk. Finisher charges, damage, increase melee damage. Increase luck, same as over there. Let's bump up the shield, I guess. Hey, what's up, Ricardo and Kent? How's it going? What's happening tonight with you guys? Oh man, they're already coming out of the woodwork. Getting ready to go to work. Oh, that's a bummer. Having to work on Saturday. I am off for the holiday, so I don't have to go to work. Is at least work enjoyable? Oh crap. Oh wow. No. Have I never gone this way? Because I don't remember this being so freaking covered in... Oh man. Oop. Did not mean to hit that. Maybe I'll try a different route, because this is lots and lots of spikies. Go this way. Oop. Or have I always gone this way and I just never noticed? Come on, stop. Oh. Oh my god. Forget it. I'll just go through the frickin' stuff. I swear I've never gone this way, but it's the only way on the map. Does it change? Like, does the scenery change if you die and have to go through again? Did it change stuff on you? Do I like The Simpsons? Yeah. I don't really keep up with them, though. I don't, like, watch them religiously or anything. Like, I keep up with, like, Family Guy and Bob's Burgers. Though I think I'm probably a few episodes behind on both of them. And Archer. Jeez. Either I'm on a completely different course than I've done before, or this map does change. If you die, the map changes. Because this is definitely not what it was. This is totally different than the map I had gone through before. I don't want to touch that thing, because then that sets off all types of crap that will kill me. Somebody please drop an elixir, because I really need one. And now I'm to a recognizable segment of map. This is very strange. I mean, it's cool. I give them applause for making a dynamic map that if you die, it changes on you. That's cool. I hear bad noises. Oh no! Almost dead again. This is not going good. Come on, elixir. Give me an elixir. Or not. Well, let's do the waterfall again. So I just need to figure out how to open this waterfall. This game is a bit intense. Jeez. Whoops. All right. Man. It's a tough one out there. is that thing? I acquired a perk. Whatever that means. Oh, I know what a perk is. So it's just a... I'm not sure what that one does. Sea of Thieves. I'll look into that. Hey, did I find another perk? Sweet! Don't know why I'm suddenly finding perks, but okay. Is it letting me know that, hey, you're kind of sucking at this, and here's some things to help you out? Yeah, I swear, this is definitely dynamically loaded, so if you die, the path is changing, because this is a completely different path from last time. Oops. I guess I have to deal with this sometime, so let's deal with it. Oh my god. Woo! Well, that was fun. Okay, one down. Is this? Is there a second one? It's a secret. Man, this game doesn't mess around. And again back here, but I have no idea how to stop this stupid thing. Guessing I somehow have to get above it. But I don't see a path to go above it. Oh, is that a gate for me? Let me try that gate. Maybe I'm straying from the path that I'm supposed to be taking, and that's why it's super hard. Ooh, 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 ooh. Trippy. I just go around in a circle. No, I don't think I did. Yeah, I did go around in the circle, but I'm back at where I started. There, so I go this way. Oh boy. Maybe I'm finally going in the right direction now. It says go that way, so I'm gonna just check out what's over here first. Ooh, there's some people. There's a thingy. Hey, I can open up this stupid door so I can get through here quicker. Oh, ooh. Except as that thing. Alrighty. Are you saying what's happening back when it was like super trippy? Yeah, it's just there's been another spot where it's super trippy where it tells you a little bit of the story. Alright. Well, the battery is to the left. So should I go this way? That is the question. Ooh, boy. Let me go kill this dude. Alright, kill him while I could. Got him out of the way. Let's go back. Thank you. Alright, so now it's gonna hit the fan as soon as I hit this thing. Hey, not as much of hitting the fan as I thought it was gonna happen. Alright, let's look at this map here. Ability Shrine. Could I go right or should I go down? Should I go right or should I go down? I don't think either way is probably a good way, so let's just go down. Oh, but the door's locked here. So I guess it doesn't help. So I guess I'd have to go to the right. Hello. What is that thing? That does not look friendly. Oops. Ooh, I got a couple of these guys over here. Oh boy, three of them. Oh man. Jesus. Holy crap. There's like 40 of them intersecting, and I am quite dead. We gotta get you a green screen. I know, I need to get a green screen. So I can, well, one, because I have, you know, other stuff that I can use the green screen for. But, what's up, James? Good to see ya. What else can I work on buying here? I already own that. Shield downtime minus 1 second. Yeah, that sounds good. Alright, so I picked up a few little perk slot things. So what do they give me? Monsters have 4% chance to convert shards into health elixir. Okay. But it's got a downside of 15% less shards. Let's see, we got shield constantly regenerates, well that's nice, but lower shield regeneration rate, not so good. Your maximum health becomes 1. Your maximum health is converted into shield. That sounds like a bad one. Man, none of these are good. Transforms healthy elixirs into shield elixirs. Increases maximum. All of these sound like poor choices that I really don't want to use. I mean, this one sounds better, but drop 15% less shards. I don't like that. I don't like any of those. Oops. Alright, what else do we have here that I can buy? Increase armor by 1. This bumps up health elixir capacity, but I have to purchase a bunch before I can get to it. Luck. I'm guessing I need to buy other stuff to get that way. Huh. Alright, might as well go here, I guess. And that's gonna cost me 800. I love mine, it's super fast. Yeah, I need to get one, because obviously it would help for doing my wrestling videos, and obviously doing like this stuff. And just being able to set up real quickly and not have to worry about what's behind me. I can import my own backgrounds. Yeah, so these big blocks do auto-generate unique patterns inside them. So that is very interesting, but a pain in the butt. So you can't actually like make a quick beeline to where you actually want to go, because it actually dynamically places these blocks of space. So you have to. It's different every time. Do I enjoy rum? No, I don't. But I'm pretty sure James does. Jeez, where are these guys shooting from? I can't even see them. What the heck is that guy? Come back! I want to kill you! Wow, whoa! He just like wiped me out with like one hit. Oh man. Wow. Yeah, and now in this is completely different because these lasers weren't here last time. This block is completely different than it was last time. Very... I mean, it's cool, but it is a total pain, because now you're like... You have to find your way around again. Jeez. Oh, man. So many bad guys. Oh, dead again. Wow. Alright, I think I'm done with this game for a while, because this game is crazy. Wow. Well, that was fun. Good times. Let me quit out of that. I don't have Doom, and I don't really want to pay for it. I think I might do some more rolling. That's a decent suggestion. Let's see. What time is it? Oh man, it's almost 10 o'clock. Yeah, let me set some stuff up. Crazy eat what? Do something crazy, maybe eat something. Oh, yeah. I know, that's what all the everybody likes to do, right? The crazy streaming stuff, or the spend tons of money or something. Take a look here. Video capture device number 2. There we go. Oh, well. There we go. I think that works. Yeah, you guys are coming up with some very bad ideas that I don't want to do. Focus here. Drink some mead. I know what mead is. Alright. I think this is... Oh yeah, these are good. Yeah, you guys are just coming up with horrible ideas. Bad ideas. You guys are a bad influence or a bad want to be influence. Yes, I'm not gonna do. No, well, yes, no, no. I am not gonna do the gallon of milk challenge. Thank you very much. That's just a bad idea. You guys are just full of bad ideas. Fixed up here. There we go. Good enough. All right, let's get some filler chopped up here. Go to the gym and get huge. I need to use my climbing wall more. I have a climbing wall here in my house, but I have just been, I don't know, just not using it. I should be using it. Ooh, this filler's a little bit crispy. I don't want it to fall apart to freaking tiny little pieces. Now I require a home tour. Really, there's not a ton to show. Kind of need like a warm towel or something to just soften this real quick. Make sure there's no huge veins in here. Saw leaf. Oh, here's one. Write a book. Yeah, I need to. Especially with with work. I don't know if I will have a job at the end of next year, so I need to find some new forms of income anyways. As much as I'd like to be able to sell this stuff to you, legally is a freaking nightmare. And taking on the ATF is not somebody I want to have to deal with. Or the FDA. Or all those other freaking stupid agencies. I wasn't writing anything. I had thought about a novel or a podcast, a fictionalized like podcast. Oh no, yeah. My wife knocked on the door, so I muted it so I could talk to her. Kind of wish New Air would come out with another humidor that they want to send to me, because the one I have is a little full. I don't know. I will have to talk to her. I'm sure it'll probably happen at some point. So I know you. I'm sure you've explained before, but how do the humidors work? Which ones, like the electronic ones, or just humidors in general? Humidors in general, you want a humidor with Spanish cedar in it. It's technically not a cedar. It kind of smells a little bit like cedar, but botanically, it actually isn't a cedar. I think it's actually in the mahogany family. Anyways, you want it lined with Spanish cedar because Spanish cedar, one, the essential oils and whatnot in the wood repel tobacco beetles, and that's obviously a good thing because you don't want them eating your cigar stash. It also is resistant to rot, and it maintains a humidity level kind of naturally at the right level. Obviously, you do need to have other humidification devices or whatever, because you need to keep the water level up that escapes into the surrounding air and through the humidor and whatnot. So you want something with Spanish cedar, nice tight seal, but really that's the main purpose of why a humidor is built the way it is with Spanish cedar, is to repel the bugs and maintain a certain level of relative humidity. As far as the electronic ones go, they're basically the New Air one that I have, they use a electro cooling unit. So this one actually, so instead of like an electric hot plate, it's like an electric cooling plate. they're relatively new technology. Most refrigerators and whatnot use compressors, like for your air conditioning and your regular refrigerator and all that. But the new air actually uses that electro cooling unit, which is pretty cool. But it can't get super super cold. They can, but then it's just more efficient to use uh, a compressor at that point for the bigger units. But the new Air one has that in there, and it also does have a heating. The one I have also has heating as well, so if it gets too cold, if you put it in a cold location, maybe in your basement or something that ends up getting cold, it does have a heat built in as well. But the principle as far as keeping humidity is the same. You're gonna want either Boveda packs or the heartfelt silica beads that maintain a certain level of humidity. So you're still gonna want those. If you are, the one thing I did find, if it gets really warm, then and it's doing a lot of cooling, it will suck a lot of the moisture out because you're gonna get a ton of condensation on that cooling plate, and it does run down the back of the unit, and then there's like a little drain in the back of the unit, and then like an evaporation tray outside of the unit, underneath the unit. But also you could set it up so instead of it running out of the unit, you can set up like a little drip tray to catch the moisture, so it doesn't leave your humidor. But I did find if you're running really hot in your house, then you are gonna still have some problems. But if you're not gonna go like more than say 10 degrees warmer in your house than inside your humidor, then it's not going to be much of an issue. Once we turn the AC on here, then it was fine. I didn't have those problems anymore. I mean, it was kind of just when it got up to like into the 80s in my office when it started to become a problem, which is obviously pretty warm, and most people aren't going to keep their houses that warm, especially those who can afford having nice cooling humidors. They probably have AC in their house as well. So that's nice. But if you want to keep your house a little warmer, but you want your cigars to be okay, I have mine set at like 66, so it does stay on the cooler side, and that just helps prevent mold from happening. So I like to run at about 66 or so as far as temperature goes. The humidor at Jungle Gems smells so good. I could sleep in it. Yeah, I'm sure it does. I love the smell of humidors when I walk, big walk-in humidors, or whenever I open up my humidor, or when I'm working with like the whole leaf. When you get a box delivered of all the whole leaf, it smells so good. Like, so you can like smell it through the box. It just smells delicious. I didn't even know that Jungle Gyms had a humidor, to be honest. When I went there, I didn't really I wasn't really looking for that type of stuff anyway, so I didn't even realize it was there when I had been there. Now I kind of want to go back and see it. I doubt I'll be going to Cincinnati anytime soon, though. I'm going to let that dry before I cut the top off. Tucked way in the back of the alcohol section. Yeah, that's probably why I didn't even notice it. Because I was looking at all the fun meat they had, you know, the kangaroo and the ostrich and all that fun stuff. I don't really have any good shops around me. There is a gas station that actually has a lot of humidors, but the humidors are not maintained very well. Like, I bought an Onyx out of there once, but it was so dry. That's a cigar you don't hear enough about. The Onyx. Those are very good. You don't hear about them very often, though, anymore. Did get an Avery Vanilla Bean Stout. What's going on, people? I see a bunch of people actually join the stream, or somebody just keeps leaving and joining and hasn't figured it out yet. How's it going? Just chilling, rolling some. Oh, that one's kind of rough. Maybe I'll double wrap this one. That broke right in the middle. What the hell? I'll throw a double wrapper on this one. Cut this one while it's still a little damp. How large is your humidor? So I have the... Oh, geez. I have the New Air CC 400H, I believe it is. You can look it up how big it is, but it holds about 400 cigars. But I also have I have a glass display humidor too that just holds 75 to 90 or so, depending on how you pack them in. But really, I'd suggest, I mean, there are plenty that are hold 150-ish to 200 for around $100, so you can find quite a few for a decent price. I think the bigger the humidor, the easier. Well, of course, at some point it's going to be too big, but kind of larger humidors are a little easier to maintain than than tiny ones, and fuller ones are easier to maintain than empty ones. So I guess it gives you a bit of an excuse to fill it up when you get it, because it's easier to maintain that way. So the more mass you have in there, the more stable that the humidity is going to be. Those need to be chopped up. I really like this leaf. This leaf has been nice. A little on the small side, compared to like a Connecticut broadleaf. So it'll be a little more difficult to roll some big cigars with it, but you can do it. What's up, Riley? Yeah, I didn't even realize that's what I was wearing. Before I went live. It's what I usually wear around the house or something. I don't. When I don't need to be presentable. Or if I'm out, you know, running or hiking or something. Obviously, I'm not going to wear a flat cap if I'm out hiking. Have I always been a hat man? Yeah, I've pretty much always worn hats pretty much my entire life. I rarely ever am out without a hat. Unless I have to be without one, you know, formal event or, you know, the office. If yeah, imagine building a house out of Spanish cedar. One, that'd be ridiculously expensive. Spanish cedar is not cheap. Especially Spanish cedar boards. Spanish cedar boards are super expensive. So who else is hanging out with us other than Lycan? Lycans. Ooh, that's a big hole right there. Just have to make it skinny and roll of skinny Schrute or Schrute. Not Dwight Schrute. This is gonna be super tiny. Don't know if this one's gonna smoke or not. Because this is gonna be super skinny. I don't know if it's gonna get plugged. Ooh, that's a super soft spot too. I don't know if this wrapper is gonna work out for me here. Let me try this again. How many cigars do you typically roll at a time? If I'm rolling with long filler, I'll roll like 20 and put them in the mold, and then I'll come back the next day and wrap them. But right now I'm just dealing with scrap, so I just roll as many as I feel like, because I'm not going to put them in a mold, so I don't need to deal with, filling up the mold or anything like that and wasting space. So these I'll just roll as many as I feel like it. And they just take longer because you're just dealing with all these little bits of scrap if you're doing it by hand. It's so much easier if you have like a little machine. But these are just for me. These aren't no one else is going to see these other than me. And you guys. I'm not even going to put my little filter in this one. I'm just going to deal with it. I don't know how well this one's going to work out. This thing's a little super tiny. Got little pieces of filler sticking out. I don't know if that's probably not even going to smoke. That's all right. never hear you pipe tobacco. When I'm doing live streams, it depends what I'm doing. If I'm just like talking and doing a live stream, I smoked a pipe 2 live streams ago. Depends what I'm doing. Cigars are a little easier for activity use, doing things. Hopefully this thing stiffens up when it dries a little bit. It's a little floppy. Do I have a favorite? Well, my favorite is Esoterica Penzance. That's my all-time favorite. But normally, like, if I can't figure out what I want, I'll grab, like, Pirate Cake or Pirate Cake, 10 Russians, Lancer Slices from F&K. They're pretty much all going to be English that I'll grab. If I can't figure out what I actually want. But there's a lot of things. John Cotton Smyrna. Out of the English landscape, unfortunately it's no longer made anymore. Suge's Raigen is really good vapor. Luckily I bought like 15 tins of that before it got discontinued. Same question for tea. Tea, the past couple days I've been drinking 2010 Munghai Dai or Dai. This tribute Tua. It's a 2010 raw puer. That's what I've been drinking lately. And as far as cigar, I haven't been sticking to any one in particular. I don't usually keep a lot of the same on hand other than my own. So my own is what I usually go for. I did have a couple Romeo e Julieta vintage, whatever they're called. I forget what they're actually called, but those are good. Let's see. You could be a mobster next Halloween with your cigars. For the most part, I don't tend to stick to one thing for very long. I'll move on to something different. So, I've drank this for the past few days. Tomorrow, I probably won't drink it again. It'll probably just go back into storage and it'll stay there for another year before I get back around to it. You never know. The tea that I will drink the most, just like if I can't figure out what I want, is just some cheap Da Hong Pao. It's a rock oolong. It's really good, but I don't buy the super expensive stuff. The stuff I buy is around $30 a pound, and not the stuff that's like $150 a pound. But it's still really good. I get mine from Dragon Tea House. And like I said, it's about $30 a pound or so. So that's the tea I drink the most. And then I'll rotate through all my various stock that I have. There's also the Year of the Dog ripe puer that Unan Sourcing put out. I forget what year it is. I think it was last year. I think it was 2018. But that's super good. Storage. How much can you possibly have? For tea, I'll have to check, but I think I got like probably 15, 20 pounds. You store puer the same way you store cigars, pretty much. I just use a cooler. I put them in a cooler. They come in wrapped in like little paper wrappers. Leave them in the wrapper, and then you maintain roughly 70% relative humidity inside the cooler, just like you would for cigars. And then you just let it do their thing. Let them do their thing. I'll cycle it a little bit just because how it's naturally stored in China. They have different seasons, so the humidity goes up and down throughout the year. So usually in winter, I'll actually go backwards. So I'll do in the winter I'll do high humidity, and then I'll let it drop going into summer. And summer I'll run at low humidity just to prevent mold for when it gets hot. But normally it's going to be reversed naturally when it's in China. Good thing it's not 1776 because that's a lot. Yeah, they didn't bring much. I'm pretty sure it was not puer that they were bringing over. It's pretty much all black tea that they were bringing from, and it probably mostly was not from China. It probably was mostly from India. Most of the tea I have is from China. Though I did get a package from Wacha. I think that's what it was from. And I got from a ton of different countries. But I haven't opened it yet. There's actually a lot of tea being produced in different countries these days. There's actually quite a lot being produced down in South America as well. And that's probably good down in South America. I mean, they're probably it's a decent crop, obviously, and actually tea consumption in the world has gone up, and you pretty much need the same growing conditions as cigar tobacco. So if they swapped over and didn't want to grow tobacco anymore, wanted to grow tea, they could. It's pretty much and the process is similar as far as you got to pick it, dry it, do all that fun stuff, and depending on how you process it after you pick it is how you get all the different teas, because it's all off the same plant. So you can get all your white teas and green teas and black teas and oolongs all off the same plant, just depending on how you pick it and how you handle it after picking. I think this was one of the ones I rolled before I started putting the little filler leaf filter in there, because I keep getting little bits of tobacco. Usually swap one cash crop for another. Yeah. Both are not that, as far as wholesale all the way down to the farmer, is not super profitable. But obviously, depending on where you are, $1 a pound is a lot. Although there's a lot more leaf or a lot more picking involved with tea, but also you can have multiple crops. Unlike tobacco, you're probably only going to get one crop and just get paid once a year for your crop. Whereas tea, you can have a spring harvest and you can have an autumn harvest, and you can get different stuff out of that too. Not sure how maintaining is. It's probably a little easier to maintain tea trees than it is to have to replant every single year and do all that. So I don't know. I wish I could grow tea here, but it needs it gets too cold. Anything else going out there in internet land before I wrap it up this evening? Eric's cold blend tea. So what I do for iced tea, I actually did a video on this. But Da Hong Pao is what I'll usually use. Like I said, I buy the stuff that's about $30 a pound. But so there's two ways I'll do it. One is how I did it in a video. I just brew it really strong and then put it over ice. But also I've been using, if you just take like a half-gallon mason jar, put 5 grams in there, boil water, dump it in there, and let it brew for like an hour before sticking it in the fridge, leaving the leaves in the tea until it gets cold, and then it all sinks to the bottom, so you can just pour the tea off the top. All the leaves will sink to the bottom. So that's how I started making some iced tea. Oh, if I could grow it where I live, yeah. It gets too cold and it would kill the plants. So I'd have to have a greenhouse or something like that, and it's a lot of work just to get a little bit of tea, because I wouldn't be able to grow enough to make it worth it. And it would take a while to get plants big enough to make it worth it. And then they'd outgrow my greenhouse. Because unless they're pruned, because for the most part, like on like really huge like plantations and whatnot, like they're gonna prune their trees. They're basically gonna bonsai them. But if left to their own devices, they'll get huge. They'll grow 30, 40 feet tall if you let them. And then you can get some really huge tea leaves that are like the size of oak tree leaves and whatnot. Huge investment too, yeah. In the end, it'll be like, hey, I spent $4,000 for this $20 worth of tea. So it probably wouldn't be worth it in the end. I mean, I'd love to grow, but yeah, it just takes too much. It's just easier to buy tea that's already made for you. Especially, this is made in 2010, so you'd be waiting around for quite a while too. If you want something that's nicely aged, especially like a raw puer like this. I mean, this is still only 9 years old, and so it's still relatively on the young side, but it is definitely drinkable at this point. But you have to sit on it for quite a while if you want some good aged stuff. So yeah, spend $4,000 to make $20 worth of tea that I won't drink for 15 years. Something like that. And same with like tobacco. I mean, it gets pretty cold up here, so the growing season isn't very long, and then you have to deal with all the curing and all that stuff, and it's like, oh man, that's just a lot of work. It's easier just to pay the $20 to $30 a pound for the uncut leaf, or even cheaper depending on what type of tobacco we're talking about. Like Virginia's and stuff is cheaper. What would I name it? I don't know. Let me see if I can get a translator here. I guess I would name it Bazu Gongzai. Or Gong. Jeez. Bazu Gongzi. Zhu? Bazu Gongshu. That's probably what it would be. Snow White North. But it'd have to be in Chinese, because you can't have a tea not named China in something in Chinese. Oh, I got a bunch of new viewers, even though we're kind of late here in the stream. Yeah. Man, I haven't bought tea for a while, though. I should probably buy some more. Though I have a ton. I was on Unan Sourcing's. I got one of their monthly boxes, and now I'm like inundated with tea from those. So it's gonna take a while for me to get through that stuff. I got a lot of like Dansong teas, which is a type of oolong tea. I got a bunch of different puers. They sent some fresh teas as well, which I've kind of drank that stuff already. Yeah, we'll go with Bangju Gongshu. Should be Snow White North. What's up, VCR? Good to see you tonight. Been going for quite a while now. How long have we been going? 2 hours and 20 minutes? Jeez. I just like hanging out with you guys. But I will probably have to wrap it up soon. It is 11 o'clock here. The Chinese rolls off the tongue. Yep. I'm probably pronouncing that last syllable incorrectly. I'll have to check it later. But I'm probably saying that last syllable incorrectly. There's actually there's so it's kind of easy. Well, if you want to take the time to learn how to pronounce all the syllables and how it's written in pinyin, you can look it up. There's actually a table that has each syllable and has a voice recording for each syllable. So it's all broken down by syllable, and then you can go by the voice recording for each syllable. So it's useful because some of the letters that they use, so they use the regular Roman alphabet, but they have a lot of different accent marks as well, and that will change stuff. So you just kind of have to go by, just click each syllable, and then you just string it together. Are you gonna be on break from work from Thanksgiving? Yeah, I don't go back to work until December, so I don't go back till December 2nd. So I am off for this coming week, and then for Christmas I'm off from like the 18th until, I don't know, January, whatever that Monday is after the first of the year. So what, January 5th or something? Something like that. So yeah, I got a lot of vacation for the end of the year, which is nice. I always have a ton of vacation at the end of the year because I never take days off throughout the year. So I have a ton of vacation that I got to use before the end of the year or I lose it. So I just take like half the last month of the year off. Luckily, nothing really huge is going to be happening anyways. So I probably won't be missing much. Luckily, you're in the middle of a pointless season. What? I'm back far a bit from my computer, so I can't read what that says. It looks like pointless season. Or is that poinsettia? Poinsettia season. Contemplating trade school or something else. Fun. The Christmas flowers, yes. The poinsettia. Got it. Yeah, I'd say trade schools are the way to go these days. Get a skill. Don't waste your time. Anything else out there before I wrap it up here? Is there any stuff to talk about? I have a ladybug crawling up my light. Favorite soda. Reed's ginger ale. That stuff is good. Like the real ginger ale is the good stuff. What's your favorite pipe tobacco blend? Yeah, I actually answered this a little earlier. Esoterica Penzance is my favorite. But then other top picks are going to be Pirate Cake, 10 Russians, Lancer Slices, John Cotton Smyrna. Those are all going to be near the top of my list for my favorites. Bubble Up? I have never heard of Bubble Up, so I couldn't tell you what that is. But for the most part, it's going to be English tobaccos that I go for. Those are going to be at the top of my list. I think all the ones I just rattled off are all Latakia based blends. But there are some like Virginia and Vapors that I like. You know, full Virginia Flake, obviously really good. Camoys Cask number 4 is a straight Virginia Flake. It's pretty good. I like the Warhorse Ready Rub. That's good. Unfortunately discontinued, as I mentioned earlier, Suge's Raijin. I got like 15 tins of that before it got discontinued, so I will at least have that for a little while. Unfortunately, the things that are gone, McClellan had awesome Virginias. Their Red Cake Virginia was awesome. Blackwoods Flake, Bombay Court, Christmas Cheer, of course. So, unfortunately, we lost a ton of McClellans. All the Frogmortons. Yeah, that was a huge bummer when McClellan went out because they made such good stuff. And, unfortunately, it doesn't look like they, I wish they had at least sold or given the rights to make their stuff, even if it wasn't their name, but, like the processes they used and whatnot, because it kind of sucks if we're going to lose all that knowledge to the history books, or it's not even in the history books. We'll just lose the knowledge from time, because I don't know who knows how they processed their stuff, because their Virginias were just amazing, and nobody else does it like they did. So I hope somebody can get the stuff from McClellan. Yeah. What else is on my shelf here? Lakeland Dark from Samuel Galleth is really good. And Cabby's Mixture. Cabby's Mixture is super good too, but they're always sold out. Yeah. Samuel Galleth has been difficult to get in cycles. So they go for like a couple years where it's like impossible to get, and then we have a glut of it, and then it's impossible to get again. I think this time it had something to do with the importer issues, and I think a shipping container full got held up in customs forever. Then finally it hit the market, but there's still some shipping problems or still some importation problems with Samuel Galleth, so hopefully those get fixed. I haven't really been paying super attention on that stuff. But obviously you got, a good, 9 blends of the Dunhill blends back, just released under Peterson instead of Dunhill's name, which is good. It's nice to see at least Nightcap and Early Morning Pipe and whatnot come back. And they're made exactly the same as their pre-off-market blends, because they're still made by the exact same blender. They're still made by STG, so it's exactly the same as what it was when it went off the market in its final configuration, or whatever you want to call it. Its final recipe. Obviously, the Dunhills got made by a whole bunch of different, Murray's, and then Orlick, and then STG. And STG is still making it now for the Petersons. Would have kind of sucked to lose those classic blends. I have so much stuff over on my shelf that I haven't even opened yet or haven't even tried yet. I still have like 100 plus blends that I haven't even tried that are sitting on my shelf over there. Have you been able to try any of the Peterston releases of the Dunhills? No, I haven't yet. I haven't bought them yet, so I haven't been able to try them. But since they are made by STG, still they should be exactly the same as what they were right before they went off the market most recently. So I don't expect any change because it's still made by the same company. Everything's the same except it says Peterson on the label instead. Don't have much more. Yeah. Well, if anybody doesn't have anything else, I think we're going to wrap it up here in a few minutes. Because it is a little, it's like 11:10 here, and I'm getting tired. So I need to go to bed soon. Even though I don't have to work, but still want to screw up my schedule too much. I don't know what the best time to do these streams are. Because actually, the stream has grown over the past, this late. Seems to be getting better. Of course, I was just playing a video game earlier, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but the stream kind of grows throughout the night. So I don't know what night's the best or what time's the best. I'll just do it when I can. But alrighty, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. It has been a long one. I think we're going 2.5 hours. Yeah, it's probably time to wrap it up. So thanks a lot, guys, for hanging out with me this evening. If you have any questions, you can always shoot me a message. You can find Tea and Tobacco on Facebook and Twitter, so you can shoot me messages that way. You can also find me. My email is in the About tab on the channel as well, so you can shoot me an email if you have any questions or anything like that. But other than that, thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you next time, whenever that's going to be. I don't know. See you later.